Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for today, Friday, June 13, 2025. I am Beverly, Telesford. In the headlines, IMF sounds alarm on Caribbean's sluggish economy. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell calls for stronger U.S.-Caribbean cooperation on disaster resilience. The Grenada Media Workers Association celebrates Media Week with community outreach in Carriacou. In the region, Caribbean Film Festival launches to showcase regional talent. Internationally, Iran to deliver firm, decisive response to Israeli attacks. In sports, two Grenadians make their way into the pro circuit, while Volleyball Association makes appeal for financial support. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The Caribbean's persistent economic slowdown has drawn a serious concern from the International Monetary Fund. Details in this report.
Dr. Nigel Clark, Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, is raising concern about the Caribbean's declining economic growth rate. Dr. Clark made the statement while delivering the keynote address at the 2025 William G. Demas Memorial Lecture titled The Caribbean Challenge, Fostering Growth and Resilience Amidst Global Uncertainty. The event held in Brazil paid a tribute to the legacy of the Caribbean Development Bank's second president by highlighting key issues and strategies relevant to the economic progress of its member states. As a former governor of the bank, having served nearly 7 years in that role, Dr. Clark addressed the region's growth challenges, citing factors such as U.S. tariffs. However, he emphasized that the slowdown in growth predates these recent developments, pointing to a long-term trend that has been unfolding for decades.
Most Caribbean countries had significantly slower growth over the last 2 decades, that is 2001 to 2023, as compared with the previous 2 decades, 1980 to 2000. And on this slide, we have many of the countries of the Caribbean region, and what you see is that for most countries, apart from 3, growth over the last 20 years has fallen quite a bit short of growth over the previous 20 years.
This, he said, poses a significant challenge for the region.
And this ought to be cause for some concern, because it presents the Caribbean with an aggravated challenge. And that challenge is to reverse the trend of slower growth at a time when global growth itself is also declining.
Dr. Clark warned that the continued stagnation could hinder economic opportunities across the Caribbean, though he acknowledged exceptions such as Guyana, which has experienced average growth of 45% over the past 3 years.
Let us be clear about what is at stake. Slower growth in the Caribbean slows the improvement in living standards and stymies the aspirations of Caribbean people for better opportunities. Slower growth in the past has also meant that convergence in income levels between the Caribbean and advanced economies has stalled. In other words, the gap between the fortune of the Caribbean national and that of her counterpart in the advanced world is growing wider.
He underscored the importance of pursuing economic stability as a critical step for policymakers to reverse the decline. However, he cautioned that there is no quick fix or one-size-fits-all solution to the problem.
Government is set to introduce stricter regulations for financial institutions operating under the Banking Act with a focus on consumer protection and market integrity. The proposed amendments to the Banking Act, which will be debated in Parliament next Tuesday, aim to enhance the regulatory framework of the banking sector by incorporating best practices. Key features of the amendments include codes of conduct for financial institutions, including measures to prevent over-indebtedness, treat incidents of suspected fraud or scams, and ensure timely refunds and restitution of customer assets. A new area of market conduct supervision to support consumer protection, promote financial literacy and inclusion, and maintain market integrity. The introduction of a financial dispute resolution commission to handle complaints and reviews. A penalty of $10,000 EC for financial institutions that violate the codes of conduct. The amendments seek to insert a new section, 184A, which will allow the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank to issue codes of conduct to licensed financial institutions on financial market conduct. In his keynote address at the Atlantic Council's Caribbean virtual event on Friday, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell emphasized the urgent need for strengthened U.S.-Caribbean cooperation on disaster readiness. He called for shared emergency resources, improved infrastructure, and real-time data sharing to assist with building regional resilience against increasingly severe hurricanes. Prime Minister Mitchell also advocated for sustainable disaster risk financing.
Area is still, one may say, emerging, but it is very costly. We accept there are significant benefits if one can afford it. And a perfect example would have been Grenada benefiting from the catastrophic risk insurance, which we purchased over the last several years, which gave us parametric insurance payments as a result of Hurricane Beryl. Now, I can see one may perhaps take a cynical look at this, because certainly it is expensive. You have to be able to afford it, and you have to be able to pay consistently every year and hope you don't face a disaster.
He encouraged Caribbean governments to draft the legislation that addresses disaster risk reduction.
In many countries in the region, there is no disaster risk reduction legislation or policy in place. And if they are, many of them are outdated and perhaps no longer relevant. In Grenada, for example, we recognize that, and in 2023, we enacted the National Disaster Management Agency Act. And one of the prime features of the legislation is geared towards ensuring that we can fully transition what thus far has been a loose government department into a full-fledged legal statutory body that will have comprehensive legal responsibility for disaster management, both in terms of preparation, response, and the build-back process if it comes to that.
Meanwhile, Grenada's emergency preparedness was boosted this week as scores of participants engaged in life-saving first responder training at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. More in this report from Reniper Thomas.
Over 100 Grenadians benefited from a two-day first responder emergency training session held at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. The initiative was a collaboration between the University of Miami and Grenada's Ministry of Health aimed at strengthening the island's emergency response capacity. Participants included representatives from the Ministry of Health, the Royal Grenada Police Force, the National Disaster Management Agency NADMA, and volunteer first.
Training was very informative. You know, knowing that we know some things about bleeding and how to stop it, but he went more in depth to give us more information to understand different different ways how you could mitigate using different things to stop bleeding, not just by using a tape or something like that. You can get other things to use. Even your shirt, as you actually said, your jersey, you could use those stuff. But it was very informative.
First time, and I believe it should be extended to the community because we are prone to disaster in Grenada. And what we learn is will become very useful for us if there is that disaster or hazard in Grenada.
Dr. Elizabeth Gregg, a representative of the University of Miami Global Institute, provided an overview of the program and noted that all participants will receive certification from the university upon completion.
Conducting some first responder training, so that includes CPR training, first aid, stop the bleed training, just emergency preparedness for the either pre-hospital provider like the police force or your emergency management teams, or just lay people to respond to a crisis. And we saw a total of about 90 participants over the course of yesterday and another 80 over the course of today. Yesterday we did it with the police force here in Grenada, and today it's with the emergency management personnel and the Ministry of Health.
Dr. Craig also emphasized that the training follows international recognized standards.
So all of the trainings, both of them that we provided over the past couple of days, both the CPR life support course and the Stop the Bleed, are internationally recognized training programs, and the University of Miami has one of the preeminent in the United States training facilities and simulation centers in the Gordon Center. And so one of our instructors is actually from the Gordon Center and is delivering sort of the latest and greatest. Most of the people that we trained were getting trained for the first time, but some people were taking the courses for a second time, and so they got a new updated certificate up to the latest standards on both of those trainings.
The training forms part of broader efforts to enhance national resilience and preparedness. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
This is News at 7. Coming up, Grenada joins global effort to give blood, give hope on a World Blood Donor Day. Stay with us.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Climate change is real. Storms are getting stronger and droughts are lasting longer. Are you prepared for what's ahead? At Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, we want to help you protect your investments. Build for the future with a BFF loan. Make climate-smart upgrades and strengthen your home to withstand nature's unpredictability. Get 100% financing to build or purchase a home or make additions to your existing structure. Enjoy discounts on related loan fees and special benefits when you choose climate-resilient solutions. We are also offering financing of up to $50,000 unsecured for your home upgrades. Invest in renewable energy, energy-efficient appliances, water storage, and so much more. The time is now to ensure your investments can withstand climate change. Invest in your home, protect your family, and secure your future with a BFF loan. You have a BFF in Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home. Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to News at 7. Media Week kicks off with activities on our sister island of Carriacou this weekend, bringing together media professionals for a week of learning and community engagement. The theme, Advancing with Purpose, sets the stage for discussions on the media landscape. The event features workshops, training sessions, and outreach activities, including tree planting and visits to senior citizens and hospitals. Media professionals from Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique will share ideas, best practices, and experiences. Kalistra Ferrier, president of the Media Workers Association of Grenada, emphasized the importance of Media Week in promoting growth and unity among media workers. The event runs from June 15 to the 21st, providing a platform for media professionals to connect with the communities they serve.
Very important for us. This Media Week, the theme for Media Week hinges on being inclusive and our obligation to the truth. And we, at this time when we are so challenged, it is very important that we present ourselves as journalists who are seekers of the truth, seekers of impartiality, and not being biased and doing the job properly. So this week is a time for us to highlight the canons and the ethics of our profession and to distinguish ourselves as reporters and journalists within the space.
By expanding to Carriacou, Media Week aims to foster greater inclusivity and connection across the Tri-Island state. The event offers a valuable opportunity for media professionals to engage with local communities and contribute to the development of the media landscape. Give blood, give hope, together we save lives. The theme for World Blood Donor Day 2025. Christina John tells us more.
World Blood Donor Day theme, Give Blood, Give Hope, Together We Save Lives, is a call for individuals to come forward and donate blood. The day is celebrated every year on June 14th to thank blood donors and to raise awareness about the need for regular, safe blood donations. In Grenada, where the blood supply can be limited, the observance of World Blood Donor Day is especially important. It highlights the role of blood donors in saving lives during emergencies, childbirth, surgeries, and for people with illnesses such as sickle cell disease. On Friday, Friends of the Blood Bank Grenada, Inc. held a blood donation drive. Dillian Walters, president of Friends of the Blood Bank Grenada, Inc., encouraged people to give blood, noting that they may one day need blood.
So today we have decided to do a blood drive, encouraging our donors as well as recruit new donors. All right, and it's not a one-off. It's really important that we continue to do this. Life, we just say life. So much things can happen at so much short notice to any one of us at any time. I'm given today. I may need some tomorrow. I don't know. And the blood you give today is the blood you might receive tomorrow. So it is something that we want the public to understand how important it is, and you only realize the importance of a blood drive or donating blood when it hits home, when it's a family, a friend closest to you making that request for blood, and you have to search for donors.
He explained the process when someone donates.
So when you, first and foremost, we always advise that you ensure that you're in good health. There's a form you'll fill out, asking some basic questions to kind of get a little quick background as to your experience, your life, whatever's going on with you. Then you'll come, we check your weight. Okay, so we want to make sure you have good weight. We check your iron level as well, and that's often a concern. So we feel good, we run on good, but sometimes when we do the test, we realize the iron is a bit of a concern. We also check your pressure. So there's a sort of a pre-screening before you actually jump into the chair where you then give the blood. All right. Once that is done, Nurse Jolie and her team will ensure that it's well taken care of, because the process is one that you have to be very particular with.
Carrie Williams, medical laboratory technologist, explained what happens after the blood is collected, noting that for confidentiality purposes, codes are used to identify the particular donor.
After the blood is donated, it comes to my department. My department is called immunohematology. Right? In simpler terms, we make sure that the blood is safe for the recipient, or safe to be transfused. Right? So we do blood grouping or blood typing, as some people may know it. We also do a series of compatibility testing, right? So sometimes people come and they question, they come to donate for someone, right? And they're like, oh, I want this person to get my blood. But it's not as easy as that, right? So we have to make sure that the antigens and antibodies are the same. We do a series of those testing. And we also test for HIV, HTLV, all the serology testing.
GBN also spoke to a donor from the Grenada Airports Authority who also collaborated with Friends of the Blood Bank of Grenada, Inc. on what prompted her to donate blood and the importance of eating right.
What made me decide to do that? My blood test results came out that I have already too much iron in my system. So one of the recommendations through a health fair that we have was go donate blood. So as I heard of this initiative, I used this as the opportunity to donate blood. Lots of beets, foods, especially local foods that could, the green fig and all these different things that you eat, your provisions and stuff, all these contribute to the iron content, ensuring that you take your supplements on a daily basis too. Callaloo as well. I love callaloo. I love okra, the greens in particular. So all that help with your blood content.
World Blood Donor Day was established by the World Health Organization, the WHO, in 2004 to commemorate the birthday of Kyle Lansdania, who discovered the ABO blood group system. Christina John, GBN News.
The Regional Security System RSS and St. George's University SGU in Grenada have strengthened their partnership through advanced security training. The RSS Training Institute's Command and Staff course held at SGU aims to equip participants with leadership skills. Deputy Executive Director Mr. Atlee Rodney and Director for Training Lieutenant Brian Roberts visited the campus, delivering presentations and meeting with participants. The course offers a Caribbean Vocational Qualification Level 4 in Management. The RSS and SGU have formalized an agreement to continue using university facilities for future training. The RSS leaders also visited the Royal Grenada Police Force headquarters, discussing collaboration on security initiatives. Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited has renewed its sponsorship of the Comanchero Steel Orchestra for 3 more years. The new contract was signed on May 26, 2025. According to Chief Experience Officer at Coop Bank, Wilvorn Granger, the bank is proud to continue its relationship with Comancheros, noting that the Steel Orchestra has represented the bank with distinction, promoting and developing steel pan culture in Grenada. The sponsorship aligns with Coop Bank's community outreach pillar, which supports culture and performing arts in Grenada. As the country's only indigenous bank, Coop Bank reaffirms its commitment to holistic development, recognizing the significant contribution of culture and arts to national development. Based in St. Paul's, Comanchero Steel Orchestra is gearing up for the 2025 Panorama season, which culminates on Fantastic Saturday, August 9th, 2025. PWU President urges the Minister to intervene in Grand Bacolet Juvenile Center dispute. More news to come. Do stay with us.
Me a 38 but you are 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That is it. No, what? Nice. Yeah. Look, number 1. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge.
Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Victory, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily victory, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
The Mass officially starts now as Spice Mass Cooperation together with Aura Caribbean is turning up the thing all the way up with Carnival City Fusion Thursdays. It all kicks off on Thursday, May 29th and continues every Thursday into June. We're bringing the vibes to the Port Louis lawn. Gates open 7 p.m. Action starts 8 p.m. Get ready for live performances from your favorite soca, groovy, and calypso artists, plus the sweet sounds of steel band, live bands, and all the mass elements you love. Veko, Jab Jab, Short Knee, Moko Jambi, Apache, and more. It's more than a line. It's a whole carnival experience. So grab your crew, bring the energy, and come let's celebrate where culture meets pure excitement. Carnival City Fusion Thursdays, Port Louis Lawn, beginning May 29th and continues every Thursday into June. Come, let's play a mass, cause the thing starts.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome back. The Labour Commissioner engages PWU President amid ongoing unrest at Grand Bacolet Juvenile Centre. More in this Rena Perry-Thomas report.
President of the Public Workers Union, Daisy Hazard, has confirmed to the GBN news team that she was contacted by Labour Commissioner Sparkle Greenidge Courtney on the ongoing industrial action by workers at the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation Centre.
I have engaged in a conversation with the Labour Commissioner, initiated by the Labour Commissioner. And it's not formal. It's very much in a social dialogue vein, but not formal. Our union has considered approaching the office of the Labour Commissioner, perhaps to have this matter resolved. But we reserve the right to do so in our best deliberate judgment. We reserve that right to decide when we would like to go to, or if we would like to go to, the Labour Commissioner's office. And while we understand that the law gives the Labour Commissioner the right to perhaps approach the union and the employer for conciliation, we would not like to be forced into any kind of conciliatory position.
This comes after a month of mild and intense protest action taken by the workers over an unsigned collective agreement delayed since February after a year of negotiation. The workers are also protesting other unsolved employment issue and claimed that current salaries are not enough to meet basic living expenses. Employees at the center, supported by their union representatives, continued their protest action on Thursday, expressing frustration over what they described are ongoing silence from both the government and the facilities management. The PWU president said the silence by both the employer and management shows a level of disregard and lack of care by both parties.
Well, it's very unfortunate that to date, the union and workers have heard nothing from anyone in authority. Not the chairman and board, not the line ministry or minister, and no official from government in terms of a resolution to the outstanding problem that workers face. What this suggests to the union and workers is that there is a lack of care. There is a lack of care from the administration. There is a lack of care from the persons who can pay and should give the signal to managers and the board that they ought to sign and pay the workers at Bachelet their outstanding money. That is what the signal is, that we do not care.
As the protest continues, Hazard intensified her call to the line minister Gloria Thomas to take action and do the right thing.
So I'm calling on the authorities. I'm calling on the administration, the administration of Grenada. I'm calling on the line minister, Minister Gloria Thomas. If you didn't know, now you know, now you are hearing that there is a problem at Grand Bachelet where workers have not received retroactive payments, that there is a CBA that was negotiated over the course of more than one long year. Signing was supposed to have taken place in February. That has not happened, and we are in the month of June. We are calling upon you to speak with your chairman to have this situation resolved, because at the end of the day, it's not the chairman or the board or the management at Bachelet that will have to find the money to pay. It is the administration. You cannot shirk your duty. You cannot hide from your responsibility. You have employees who need to be paid, and you are the employer. So we are calling upon you.
GBN will continue to monitor this developing situation and bring you updates as they unfold. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Stay with us. Sports is up next.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. During the first one-day international between the West Indies women and South Africa women at the 3Ws Oval in Barbados on Wednesday, West Indies captain Hayley Matthews had the opportunity to join an exclusive club that included only 27 women, among them only 2 West Indians. The 27-year-old entered the game needing 30 runs to join the 3,000 ODI run club alongside Stephanie Taylor and Deandra Doughton. Matthews made 40 in an inning cause as the host defeated South Africa via the Duckworth-Lewis Stern method to take a 1-0 lead in the 3-match series. The Bajan continues to add to her impressive resume. Her ODI career numbers now stand at 3,010 runs in 94 innings at an average of 33.82 and a strike rate of 76.06. For context, Taylor brought up 3,000 runs in 81 innings, while Doughton's 3,000th run came in her 118th innings. Her conversion rate is also among the best we've ever seen in the format, as she currently has 9 centuries compared to 7 50s. Those 9 centuries are the most by a West Indian and the 5th most all-time. Taylor has 7 and 41 50s, while Doughton has 3 and 22 50s. In terms of total runs in the format, Taylor has a massive lead with 5,856 and 4th most all-time, while Doughton has 3,785. Taylor has played 168 matches in the format, while Doughton has played 149. Still with cricket, West Indies all-rounder Jason Holder has been named captain of the Los Angeles Knight Riders for the 3rd staging of Major League Cricket, MLC, bringing seasoned leadership and international pedigree to a team eager to rise from low-table finishes and making a serious title push in 2025. Holder, who has led the West Indies in all 3 formats, is expected to provide both on-field stability and off-field direction for a squad packed with explosive Caribbean talent. His appointment signals a strategic shift for the LA Knight Riders, who finished 6th and 5th in the previous 2 editions of the tournament and are now aiming to cop the title currently held by Washington Freedom. While Holder's leadership is central to Lakers' plans, fans will have to wait to see him in action. Due to ongoing West Indies duties in a 3-match T20I series against Ireland, the Barbadian all-rounder will miss the team's opening 2 games and is set to join the squad ahead of their 3rd fixture on June 17th against Washington Freedom in Oakland. In Holder's absence, a veteran spinner Sunil Narayan will step in as a stand-in captain to steer the side through their opening encounters. LA Knight Riders begin their campaign on Saturday against San Francisco Unicorns, the team of another West Indies all-rounder, Romario Shepherd. The LAKR squad boasts a strong Caribbean contingent with Shafeen Rutherford, Rothman Powell, Andre Fletcher, and Andre Russell all named among the team's core players. Like Holder, Powell, Russell, Rutherford, and Shepherd will also join their MLC franchises after completing international duty. 2 Grenadian men's tennis players will venture into the pro circuit this and next week, respectively. Mikael Alexander, based in the U.S., will compete in 3 consecutive tournaments. The 2024 weekend. The tournaments entered are the ITA Summer Circuit in Kansas, ITA Summer Circuit Bethel Newton, and ITA Summer Circuit Wichita. Meanwhile, Miami-based Shakir Egalit will compete in ITF MT100 Tacarigua 2025 Tranquility Tennis Masters Tournament in Trinidad from June the 18th to the 22nd. The player will compete in men's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles matches in order to secure an ITF and ITN ranking. The tournament has attracted many regional and international players. The tournament official ball is the Babolat Championship Type 2. Shaki has been under the guidance of high-performance coach Jason Stanislaus for the past 6 months. The 2 will depart the country on June 6th for Trinidad. Moving now to volleyball, the Grenada Volleyball Association is making an appeal for greater corporate partnership. This after their 3rd place finish in the recently concluded Under 21 2025 Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Championship, which took place in St. Kitts. The first-time podium finish additionally automatically qualified our Under 18 male team for Narsika. Tonya Mitchell is the coach of the female team.
At the Volleyball Association, we are in the process of trying to create more awareness. People are aware, but then you still hear people in the background saying, okay, they never knew that Grenada played volleyball. And with that being said, we are trying to create more awareness of the sport. We are trying to get more companies involved, so we will seek sponsorship from various companies. So we had Koyaba Beach Resort. They would have sponsored us our last beach tournament. We have Caribbean, Grenada Olympic Committee, National Lotteries Authority. The Ministry of Sport is always on board. But we're trying to get more companies, to come on board with us to create awareness of the sport. And we're also trying to send our teams out, so Grenada could, be on the bigger picture. So that is our plan. So for persons listening, please, we are going to send out sponsorship requests, come on board. Let's change the way that people see volleyball in Grenada, because I know that we can do great things, and great things are happening, and great things will continue to happen.
That's sports. Your regional and international news up next. Now for a look around the region, the Caribbean Film Festival has debuted, providing a platform for Caribbean filmmakers to share their stories and gain international recognition. The festival, which began on Wednesday, aims to promote regional talent and celebrate Caribbean identity through film. Details in this report.
The Caribbean Film Festival offers a platform that helps us to contend in the world. This festival is ours, built by us, for us, to assert our presence and provide a point of reference for the region's film.
Festival director and founder of the Caribbean Film Festival, Asha Lovelace, said the festival celebrates the unique, rich storytelling traditions of the Caribbean. She said Caribbean filmmakers have always fought for a place in the film conversation, noting that as creatives, it is important to have safe spaces where Caribbean pieces can compete on an international scale.
This is where we look to create solutions, build community, spark inspiration, and be a reminder for filmmakers that we are not alone in this work. For audiences, it offers the rare and powerful experience of seeing ourselves reflected with honesty, complexity, and care. For the wider world, it announces that the Caribbean is not a backdrop, it is a source of vision and immense talent.
Ms. Lovelace said the conversation about the potential and magic of the Caribbean film industry does not reflect the fullness of the experiences of those who live it.
I'm just so excited to be here at Caribbean Film Festival. It's my first time ever being at a film festival, and I'm really enjoying myself, and this is a great opportunity to see Trinidad in such a buzz, such a light, and to have this opportunity to see that there's so many creatives and there's so many people across the diaspora, wherever we are, to just come together and they love film. Each and every person here all love film, and we have that all in common. Not only as Caribbean people, but we all have it in common to love film.
What I saw tonight was a high quality event. The personalities here are vibrant, dynamic, they're invested in what they're doing. It represents who we are, and who doesn't want to see themselves on film. everybody looks at TV or one of the screens on your phone, on your laptop, on your TV every day. Why shouldn't we be there? We should invest in ourselves.
It gives us the platform to see filmmakers and what we can do, and in the long run get funding for other films that we want to do. Not just for one or two people, but for everybody as a whole.
We have to have more. You know, we need to be making hundreds of films a year in the Caribbean. It can't be just one film a month or one film a year. Like in Trinidad, like when was the last time a feature film was done in Trinidad and Tobago?
For me, growing up on with TTT, where we had one station, the national anthem, the non-denominational prayer, and we saw ourselves. It made us as Trinbagonians feel very, very proud. We knew who we were, so we felt invested in our country. When I look at my kids, they don't have the same connection to Trinidad and Tobago. They don't see the investment in our nation.
And the challenges are many, but with little you can do so much. And that's what we saw here tonight. And for this entire festival, you will see a lot more gems. This is the beginning. Asha Lovelace and your team, well done.
Over 60 films from across the region and diaspora will be shown at Cinema One IMAX theaters over the 5-day festival. There will also be industry mixers, masterclasses and symposiums, creating a space for filmmakers to connect, learn and collaborate. Ayana Carter, TTT News.
Further afield, Iran's president has vowed to respond with a legitimate and powerful action to Israel's recent strikes on Tehran and other cities. More in this report.
Well, Iran's President Mahmoud Pezeshkian has issued a video statement telling Iranians to trust the country's leadership and remain united, but he also warns of a powerful response to Israel's attack.
We need peace in the region, and we need dialogue, and we need to make sure that the world is confident that Iran will defend the sovereignty of the Iranian territories. Iran will do everything for that purpose. I'm telling the Iranian people, please keep your unity. Don't ever listen to the rumors and the fake news that are being circulated by the media war of our enemy. We have to have the proper ground to reply, to retaliate, and to respond. I need to tell my people that Iran will concentrate all its efforts to help the great people of Iran and to fill any gap and to get rid of all problems that are facing the Iranian people, because the unity between our people is quite important. With Allah Almighty support and help, we will reply in a firm and decisive way against the Zionist entity that is the most hated entity in the entire world and in the region. The leaders of Iran will, and the supreme leader of Iran will help Iran to do what it needs.
That was your regional and international news. Stay with us for a recap of the headlines. Recapping the headlines, IMF sounds alarm on Caribbean's sluggish economy. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell calls for stronger U.S.-Caribbean cooperation on disaster resilience. And Grenada Media Workers Association celebrates Media Week with community outreach in Carriacou. In the region, Caribbean Film Festival launches to showcase regional talent. Internationally, Iran to deliver firm, decisive response to Israel strikes. And in sports, 2 Grenadians make their way into the Pro pro circuit, while Volleyball Association makes appeal for financial support. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I am Beverly Telesford. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon?